Hey everybody, I'm Mark D'Ambrosio, and today I'm going to be showing you how to clean a handpan. So I'm doing this just kind of on the fly, so I'm gonna have to go back and edit it, but here we go. So this guy right here is pretty dirty. I'm gonna clean both of these today. I've been playing them a lot and I haven't really taken the time to clean them, so they're long overdue. So you're gonna need a couple things to be able to do this right away. And what I got over here is I have my isopropyl alcohol. This is 70%. You can use other percentages, but I've always used 70%. I don't know why, I just do it. It works nicely, it gets the job done. So I've got my 70% isopropyl alcohol right here. And then I have got my lubricant, my cleaning lubricant. So this is called Seal 1. And you can get it a couple different websites. I think I honestly just got this one off of Amazon. But Pantheon Steel has it on their website. I think Hard Kiss Technologies might have it on theirs as well. So you're going to need some sort of lubricant. Seal 1 is what I've been using for a while, but there's other options out there. You can get Frog Lube, that's very popular, or Phoenix HandPan oil just came out. I'll probably end up doing a review on them sometime in the future. But they're a specific oil just for handpans. Seal 1 and Frog Lube are firearm lubricants, actually, yes. They're meant for gun cleaning and maintenance, but they actually also work really well on handpans. So make sure you have your Frog Lube, your Seal 1, some sort of lubricant. People use like coconut oil and other stuff as well. I haven't really experimented with that, but you're going to want to have some sort of lubricant. Okay, and then you're going to want to have some sort of a cotton cloth. For me, I just use like an old cut up t-shirt. This is what I've been using forever. You're going to use that with your isopropyl alcohol. And then a microfiber cloth. Yeah, this one's a little old, kind of beat up, but gets the job done. Just make sure it's clean generally and free of any sort of debris. Okay, so first step, on some instruments you'll notice on this halo, I have my rubber ring around it. You don't always have to take it off, but I haven't done it in quite a while on this one, so I'm going to go ahead and pop it off just to make sure I'm getting this rim clean as well, because if you don't, dust and debris and nastiness can accumulate under there, and then you're going to get a rusty rim, and you don't want that happening. So make sure that every few times that you clean your pan, you take off the rubber ring or rope or whatever you have, if you have something on the edge, and get it underneath there and clean that as well. So I'm going to go ahead and pop that off. Okay, first things first, you're going to want to wipe it down and get all of the oils and debris and dust and dirt and anything that's accumulated on the surface off. You want to make sure you have a clean instrument before you lubricate, and that's what the alcohol is for. So let's go ahead and grab a towel. Okay, that'll do. Take your alcohol. Just got a little splash of that on the rag. And then you're going to want to take that and just gently work it into the instrument, just getting some of this grime and muck off of there. So on some instruments, you'll notice that the metal will change color. And don't worry about that, that's nothing to freak out about. You know, it just happens when you're applying lubricant or alcohol or some sort of liquid. It's gonna change the color of the surface a little bit. I don't think, you know, that's nothing really to worry about. I should say that always make sure to check in with your maker of your instrument. Whatever type of HandPan you have, each one is slightly specific into how it needs to be cleaned. So before you go out and blindly follow my advice, make sure that you know the specific specifications of your individual instrument. Okay. So you're going to want to go ahead and repeat the exact same thing for the bottom of the instrument. So a question I get asked a lot is, do you need to clean the inside of the instrument? Short answer, not really, no. You're not touching that surface very frequently, so the oils from your hands are not getting on it. And if you put a large amount of lubricant on the inside, it can definitely lessen the sustain of your instrument. So generally I'd say don't worry about it. If you do it, maybe just like once a year would honestly be fine, and just make sure you're being very light on the inside of the instrument. It really doesn't need a lot of protection. Maybe just like I said, once a year with a light amount of lubricant, or even just rubbing alcohol, I think would be totally fine. One thing I do like to do though is I do like, when I'm cleaning off the instrument with this rubbing alcohol, I do like to get the inside of the instrument on the goo side, or the port side, oculus side. Just because I'm picking it up a lot like this, so my fingerprints, all the oils from my hands are getting on the inside of that surface. So I do like to take a little bit of the alcohol and then just kind of go circularly, go in a circle around the inside of the instrument, just to get all those spots where I have been touching with my fingers, because it can get a little dry. Okay, nice. So now we've got a nice and cleaned off pan. It might have a little bit of streaks on it. That's okay, don't worry about that. But the important part is this metal has been really shined off, and all those oils and debris that I mentioned have been removed from the pan. I always use a black cloth, but if you use a white one, you'll just see how gross it can get sometimes. So then from there, you're going to want to grab your microfiber. You can go ahead and fold that up into quarters. That's usually what I do. And then grab your lubricant, in this case, my Seal 1. And you can either pour Seal 1, some people put it directly on the instrument, or you can pour it into the microfiber. I like to just pour it directly on the microfiber. The key part here is that you don't need a lot, just a little bit will do it. Just make sure it gets spread around evenly, so just even a couple drops will probably cover an entire instrument. So about that much is fine. And then you're just going to start working that in to the instrument. So make sure you're getting all the dimples, all the tone fields, everywhere where you play. And like I said before, you're going to notice that this is going to change the color of the metal more than likely, and that's totally okay. That's normal, don't worry about it. Cool. So now we got the bottom all done. Let's flip it back over. Just get the top a little bit more. Now, when you're finished, it'll have a little bit of a shine to it. It won't be like super shiny, but it's just important to, first of all, not use too much lubricant, and you should make sure that when you're cleaning it up that you're not leaving any excess lubricant on the instrument just to absorb into it. So either you can flip over to kind of a dry side on your microfiber, or grab another dry microfiber and go over it one last time just to make sure that you're wiping up all that excess lubricant. Cool, and then that just about does it. Let's go ahead and pop this rim back on. So these can be kind of hard to get on. So if anyone has a trick on how to get these halo rims on faster, then maybe you should make a video on that. I'll definitely watch it. All right, well, I think that about does it. There you go. You got a clean hand pan. Just make sure, it's important to know, every time after you play, just grab a microfiber. It can be just a dry microfiber, and wipe it down after you're playing so you're getting kind of some of those oils from your hands off. I'm really bad about that. I forget a lot, but it's important to stay on top of that. Keep your instruments rust-free, and then you don't have to clean it as often. In terms of how often you need to clean them, it really just depends. If you play a lot like me, I usually can clean them maybe twice a month. But just make sure that they're staying oil-free, dirt-free, and keeping them clean and wiping them down after you play to keep them rust-free. Alright guys, well thanks for tuning into this video, and I guess I'll see you in the next one.